It's finally here. It's Tuesday, 8 p.m. It's time for CCUK Resin Q&A Live, sponsored by apexresin.co.uk. Don't forget, use my discount code CCUK, save some money. That's right. Tonight and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. we're going live on the only resin talk show where you meet your favorite artists and creators behind the gloves. CCUK Resin Q&A Live. We'll be talking with fellow resin artists and creators and answering all of your questions live. Make sure you stick around. Ask all your questions in caps lock. Get involved, share this video with your friends and family, and enjoy the show. And with that, I'd also like to take a moment to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported this channel, guests, sponsors, members, and subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. We all grow together. The more questions you ask, the better the live will be. So be creative and ask away. Make sure at the end of the video you give it a thumbs up and comment. That's how we all keep growing. But for now, sit back, grab a drink, relax, and enjoy the show. Evening, everyone. Hello, hello. It's that time again. It's Tuesday. It's 8 p.m. in the UK. I know it's a different time all over the world. My favorite time of the week because I get to hang out with you lovely guys in chat, everybody watching, and we get introduced to a new resin artist. And tonight we've got Summer coming on, and it's very exciting because since she came on yesterday and did a bit of a chat, she's already doubled her subscribers. That's how new her channel is, guys. So hopefully we're all going to enjoy meeting Summer. It's great to see we've got so many tapping in as well. And we are going to do the giveaway from yesterday, today, and today, just to announce, it's day 30 of those giveaways as well. We finally got there. Day 30. The bags will hopefully go over the next few weeks, but it's exciting, but it's also your last chance to enter. So don't forget, as always, keep your questions in caps lock, and then Lisa, one of the mods, will send them through to me and we'll do them in order. So without further ado, let's meet Summer. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right. How about you?
Yeah, get hot in the UK right now.
Yeah, it's hot here too. So
I'm busy at work. I literally got home like probably 40 minutes ago, so it's a bit of a rush. So we've already got 26 in chat. So you've got a few people already interested. You've got everybody saying hello, Summer. So they're excited to meet you, I think.
Yeah, Mad Professor is my husband.
Oh, hello, Mad Professor. I've heard we're going to get some new people in chat as well tonight. So one of them being the Mad Professor. Is he very creative as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Just you.
He's tech.
Oh, tech. Okay. Yes. Try and combine the two. That's when it gets pretty interesting.
He helps me when I need help. So
that's good. So before we go any further, do you want to just shout out your channel so that anybody that isn't subscribed can go to your channel and subscribe and hopefully support you by doing that?
It's Sly Design, but I think if you type in Summer Sly Design, you get it to show up in the YouTube search.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what I typed.
Yesterday I was at 25 or 26 subscribers, I think.
There we go. So if you don't know where it is, that's where you can find it on YouTube. And I think before you came on the live, you was on about 14. So that's exciting that you've grown already.
No, it was less than that, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like 12 or something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what this is all about. So we've had some pretty big channels on. We've had some amazing channels with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers on. And we've also had some smaller channels. And that's what it's about for me. It's about bringing hopefully all of those communities together, and that way we all grow. And for me, obviously, I'm based in the UK. You're based in the States. So what I found before doing these lives, the algorithm would only feed me other UK artists. to
Yeah, I
watch?
just started seeing you guys pop up. I didn't see any of you before, except for oh, pouring your heart out. I used to
Yep.
watch. I started watching her. She was one of the first ones I started watching. So
I think she's over in Australia, Julie Cuts.
yeah.
But that's the thing, unless you're massive, it seems to almost share it within a country demographic. So that's the other great thing about these lives. It's introduced me to a whole new, I suppose, lots of new creators that I never knew existed in the States. And again, there's some amazing artists out there. There's amazing artists all around the world. And I think that's the exciting thing for me, is keep on getting new channels on so we all get to see them. So talk to me about your journey then. What got you into resin?
I started watching Artsy Madwoman, and she doesn't do resin anymore. She does tufting.
Okay.
You could probably still look up her resin videos. I don't know if she took them off her channel or not. But I felt like I could relate to her. She talked a lot about life, and she was just experimenting just like anybody else, doing something new. So I felt like it, you know, I tried it once and then I got hooked on it like everybody else says they do. So
what did you start with? What was your first piece?
My first piece was the sunflower, the one I did in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, so I had to do another one. So.
That's resin. You get used to it. It doesn't always go right the first time, I think. Oh, Nordia's saying she started with Artsy Madwoman as well.
Cool. I didn't think anybody in here would know who she was.
I haven't heard of her, to be honest, so I'm going to look her up.
Oh, yeah, you should. There's some other channels I wanted to mention, too, like Evan and Caitlin.
Yeah, I know that.
They do gaming and resin work. And then Nerdy
I love their respirators. They've got like the space helmet respirators.
I like those. I really want one of those.
Have you seen how much they cost?
No.
They're about £700 UK.
Wow.
So that's about $1,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Janet's watched it for the tufting as well, apparently.
Yeah, she's pretty good. I like her tufting videos too. She does.
What is tufting? Is that like where you've got the felt?
Yeah, they have a gun that you like thread the yarn through, and it just pushes it through like little holes in the fabric.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay.
I used to back in the day. I used to do cross stitch and latch hook.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how similar those are to tufting. So
I used to when I was younger. I probably shouldn't say this being a man, but I used to do tapestries. You know. I lived abroad in Hungary, and there was no British TV, so. My mum was always into like tapestries, so they're like printed on a massive piece of material, and then literally each stitch you put in, so it's a bit like cross stitch.
I think my mom might have did some of that too.
Yeah,
but I didn't know what it was called.
She did a giant one, what took her 3 years, and it was The Last Supper. And literally, it took her 3 years, and then I lost her quite a few years ago, and that's one of the only pieces I still had. And it didn't really go with my decor, I would say. So what I managed to do is I found a church in the town where she was born, and that's now hanging in that church. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So, but there we go. So you saw these, and you told me briefly before the show that before you got into resin, you did something else creative.
Oh, yeah. I worked in a glass factory for 15 years.
Wow.
And, straight out of high school. I was working at a grocery store, and one of the cashier's moms worked at the factory, and she recommended me. So I got in. They just shut it down in June. And I guess they're going to reopen it under new management or something. So
was it just standard glasses, or was it one of those artwork glass places where they made all
it was Pyrex. So
okay.
They used metal molds, and then the gob would fall in, and then a plunger would come down and push the glass into the mold. And that's how it worked, you know.
I always wondered how they made them, so now I know.
And back in the day, before I was even working there, they did blown glass too.
Yeah. They look amazing. I've seen some blown glass artists.
I don't know if I could do that.
No. I think A, it would be too hot, and B, I've not got the lungs.
I'd be afraid I was going to inhale the glass up the tube or something, the opposite way,
It would be interesting to see what would happen if you could get resin to a certain point and blow it like you would glass.
You probably could if you waited for it to thicken
Start
up
hardening.
a lot.
Yeah. That could be a fun experiment. But there we go.
I want to see you do that.
I'm sure it would go wrong, but yeah. There we go. KD did glass blowing when he lived in Egypt as well. Oh.
Yeah, I made this. This was an extra from... I did my Jurassic collaboration, but I still haven't posted it yet. Okay. So I was editing with Canva first, and it was such a nightmare.
Yeah.
It did not want to take my clips unless they were like under a minute long. So I had to go and take this long ass clip and break it up into little tiny pieces and put it into Canva just to do what I needed to do with it. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm not going to keep doing this. I did that for like 2 videos, I think. And then I went to DaVinci Resolve. So much easier. And
I've not tried that one yet. I've not tried that yet.
I highly recommend trying it because it's so easy. And there's even like stuff that lets the music duck. Every time you say something, the music will automatically duck for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it's really easy to just Google, how do I do this? And they just pop right up on the screen, on YouTube.
Well, that's how most of us learn, isn't it? It's the same with like the one I use is CapCut. And I think I've gradually got better with it over my videos because there's about 300 of them now. And I think you gradually learn about how to do different things. So first I started putting stickers in. Now I figured out how you can animate them and bring them in and things like that. So I think the more you use an editing software, the better you get with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't figured out all that fancy stuff yet, so I will eventually, probably. We'll see.
Well, you could spend weeks editing a 30-minute video if you wanted to. There's that much stuff you could add in.
Yeah.
And sometimes you've got to think, is it worth spending that amount of time? Because some videos on YouTube, there's no editing whatsoever. All they do is click record and film, and they still get the views.
Yeah, I think there's a country crafting lady I watched that does that. I forget the name of her channel. I think some of you guys watch her.
Okay.
She has short gray hair, and I think she's in her basement doing her stuff.
Yeah.
She goes thrifting, and she shows the videos of her thrift.
Is it Laura?
Huh?
Is it Laura?
No.
Because I know Laura used to be thrifting and stuff like that as well, but not sure who it is. But I've just noticed Tim's popped in. Happy birthday. Birthday boy. Birthday. 21 again. So we're getting.
I like Tim's swordfish he did. That it was really good looking. I love that swordfish.
I've seen that as well, and I need to get that mold because it looks.
I really want that mold now too.
He sent me the link for it, so I'll share it with you after the show.
Well, I have it in my wish list already. I found it. I think I found it this morning or yesterday on Amazon. I
made a mistake today. I bought a mold from Temu. So you probably heard me say I'm going to be doing a table at some point.
Yeah.
And I saw a giant table mold on Temu. And I thought,
Was it a weird one that looks like a wiggly cloud?
No, I'll show you. It's a rectangle one.
It's probably meant for a coffee table. You probably thought it was going to be a big dining room table, didn't you?
It's not huge. But the problem is, look, it's so floppy. It's not going to hold the resin. There's no strength in the sides, so there's nothing.
You can prop something up against it when you have the resin in it to hold its shape.
Yeah, but again, it's not big enough for what I wanted anyway. But I can come up with an idea for it, I'm sure.
I've seen a few people do tables on YouTube, and I think they don't even use like silicone molds. They just make a freeform box around it.
Yeah, it's like I think a lot of them use melamine, I think they call it, which is like chipboard, and then it's got like a plasticky covering, and that's quite cheap to buy. And a lot of them do that, and then they just put silicone around the edges and use that as a freeform mold. So I'll probably end up doing that, but I'm going to have to make 2 tables now because one of the pieces of wood I can't bring myself to cut it up. It looks so beautiful just as a natural piece, and it's that thick.
Oh, geez.
So I think that deserves to be a side table on its own. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I've got a lot of sanding to do next week, and I'll probably at the end of the week I won't be able to move.
I'm not crazy about sanding either, but I would love to get that new polisher that Let's Resin has, because
I've seen that. That looks really cool.
It reminds me of working at the factory, because we had like air guns that you would hook up to an air hose, and then we used those to polish the molds. So.
Yeah. But then the thing is with that as well is you can make some really cool pendants with it as well, just freeform. So let's say you put a piece of wood in, a piece of epoxy, you can just cut bits out and then shape it on one of those wheels and get some really cool effects. I'm just making sure we're not missing any questions, but they're already coming through, so that's good. We'll get to those in a minute. But talk to me about how you found it then as a brand new person on YouTube. How long have you been going now?
How long have I been doing resin? Or
no, well, that's both actually. So how long have you done resin, and then how long have you done YouTube videos?
I started resin in 2021, so only like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I want to say you popped up the past month or two.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then I started watching Lula because I really like Lula. I feel like we're kindred spirits, Lula.
She's my favorite little goblin, Lula. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Her channel, I think, is an example to anybody of how you can grow.
Yeah, because she's only been there a year, and she's got 3,000 already. So yeah. Yeah,
and it's amazing. And again, with my channel, to be honest, I've only really focused on it for 15 months, and I'm nearly at 10,000. Almost, not quite.
Yeah, I saw that 9,500 and something. So
yeah, I was hoping that by doing these 30 days of giveaways, we'd get a lot of new people subscribe and that we'd go over the 10,000 in the 30 days, but we didn't. But it'll get there. And I think with YouTube, you've just got to remember, as long as you're consistent and you keep showing up, you'll grow. It's as simple as that. If you don't show up for like a month, then you probably won't grow that month, and you might even lose people. But as long as you're turning up, you're going to grow.
I have to figure out a time that I want to post my videos. My husband said that I should pick like noon, because our time and your time, I'd probably be able to get both.
Maybe. I do mine at the same time every week. So I've got a Wednesday and a Saturday video, and my lives are all at the same time. So it's always at 8 o'clock UK time, which I think is either 3 or 4 o'clock in the States, depending on where you are in the States.
I have some stuff I wanted to show you.
Ooh.
I have this chunky one.
Oh,
it's
wow,
Alice
that's cool.
in Wonderland, and it lights up.
Oh, wow, I like that. Is that the Cheshire Cat at the top?
Yep, the Cheshire Cat, Alice, and the bunny. I used a coaster for the middle because it was a clock. I bought the Alice in Wonderland cutout on Temu. Yeah. And it was I think it was a record that they cut it out of.
Wow.
And then I put the coaster in the middle because I thought it looked pretty trippy. Reminded me of when she's falling down the hole.
The rabbit hole. Oh, yeah.
And then all the little cards and the flowers and all that.
That looks really cool. And how much resin is in that? I was going to say, that looks like about 2.5.
I might have used a gallon on it. I don't know.
Yeah. You don't realize how much they take.
I did a big one for my cousin's wedding, and it took a gallon. It was the I have in my shorts. I have it. It's a couple I stenciled in the middle, and then a bunch of dried flowers.
Yeah. I'm going to do my first proper flower piece this weekend, so that'll be interesting.
Well, I saw you do the one with your weeds.
That was with weeds. This time it's real flowers.
Hey, weeds are still pretty. I go out in my yard and I pick the buttercups and I dry them, and then I put them in stuff. So
it's actually making me want to sort my garden out and actually plant some nice flowers to use. Because I went around my dad's house because he's still around, bless him, and he loves his garden. He's been looking after his garden for years and years. He knows everything in it. And he's got so many flowers. And I just felt like going around with a pair of scissors and saying, oh, I'll have them. to put them in resin, but I can't really ruin his garden. I don't think he'd be very happy. But even just poppies and things like that, they look amazing. But I did learn from the weeds that some of them are more fragile than others. So some, once they're dry, you lift them and the petals will just drop off. And you've got to, I think you've got to be
flowers are hard to dry too, and I'm not sure why. Like, we have rows of Sharons all around our house. We hate them.
Yeah.
But they grow pretty flowers, and I've tried to dry them, but they still feel like they're silky, like they're not fully dry when you take them out of the silica for some reason. And lilies are like that too. So I don't know if it's certain flowers you can't do, or they got to
I've not tried lilies because of the fact that I know that they only last a couple of weeks and then the petals drop off anyway. So I imagine they'd do the same. Unless they're still closed up, then I think they'd be okay. But
well, I have a problem with deer. They come and eat all my flowers before I even get to see them. Like, there'll be a little bulb on there, and they'll come overnight and they'll eat all the heads.
Wow. I bet it's cool to see, though.
Oh, we get deer, possums, raccoons. We get squirrels.
Where in the States are you? Whereabouts are you based?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. And is it quite, I don't know, woodlandy where you are?
We're kind of in the country. We're not close to the city. We're like 45 minutes away from Pittsburgh.
Okay. Pittsburgh, that's where I think it's famous for the Rocky film. Is that right?
I'm not sure on the Rocky film.
Oh, I thought that's the one where he sort of did his run up to the statue and then ran back down the stairs.
I don't know that one. My husband might know that one. I don't know that one.
But there we go. Is it the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah. Oh, it's not Rocky then. I've got it wrong. Sorry.
It's called the City of Bridges because there's so many bridges. It's ridiculous.
That's Philly that Rocky was in. So there we go. I was close. It began with the P, guys. I don't know the whole of the state.
We have been to Philly. We go to there's a gaming convention there every June called Too Many Games. It's actually pretty cool. People sell their gamer artwork, and there's panels that YouTubers are on that you can meet your YouTuber. And, maybe you should think about that, Andy.
Maybe. Well, I didn't know Pittsburgh is known for Mr. Rogers. Technically, that's my name. That's my surname.
I can't remember if there's something else.
Michael Keaton and Jeff Goldblum. I know those.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum, he's the one out of Jurassic Park, isn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Michael Keaton, I definitely remember from some of the older films. Was he the one in, what was that really scary one? White Noise?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a great. I think it was Michael Keaton. Somebody in chat will correct me if I'm wrong. Hi, Nikki, as well. I see you've just popped in from Kernix. They're great as well. If you've not watched one of their videos, their commentary.
Oh, no, I love Kernix. And I even recommended you to my mom because she used to watch Mrs. Bucket, if you know who that is.
Mrs. Bucket? No, I've not heard of that.
She would say her last name was Bucket, and she would say her name is Bouquet. And she was like British. It used to be a show.
Oh, yes. It's not Last of the Summer Wine, but it's something like that, I think. I know it's quite an old program.
Oh, yeah. I used to watch it, too. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, everyone's correcting me on Rocky. He ran up the stairs.
I didn't think Rocky was Pittsburgh.
Philadelphia Museum of Art. I get things wrong, guys. I'm only human. But there we go. Everybody, Nottingham's quite easy because I think the main famous thing to come out of Nottingham was Robin Hood. So where I live, and literally I live about 10 minutes away from Sherwood Forest, which is where
I saw you. It said Nottingham on your thing, and I'm like, where is that at? I've heard it from Robin Hood, but
exactly. But I've never met Robin Hood though. I've not met him yet. So
that explains all the Robin Hood AI generated photos.
Resin Hood, apparently, I need to rebrand to, but I don't know about that.
Have you ever tried sculpting with clay? Since you do all the carving.
I haven't, interestingly. I've done carving, a lot of wood carving, and I'm going to be doing a lot of that on one of these pieces of wood. But I've never tried actually sculpting with clay. But I would imagine it's slightly different because with wood, to get the picture you want in your head, you've got to take the material away. And with clay, you're actually adding the material. So it'd be a slightly different
process. Not necessarily. There's people who make a big block of clay and they do it just like the carving.
Okay.
So, yeah, you could do it that way.
And one thing I haven't tried yet is, do you know, like your mixed medias? Like I use EcoPore a lot, and I know there's loads of them now. Where I wondered if you could carve those, because that'd be interesting if you just did a block and then carved it. I bet you could.
Maybe, yeah, you probably could. But that would be kind of a waste of resin, wouldn't it be?
Well, it would, but I'm going to be doing a couple of pieces which some people will think are going to be a waste of resin. So I'll apologize now, but I'm going to be combining a few pieces with wood and resin and actually carving the resin into part of the design. So I'm going to be wasting some of the cured resin. I know that, but I think it'll look really cool. It's like if you do an animal and it's half wood and half resin carved, I just think something like that would look really cool.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Ben's works, he's another mixture. He does dragon eggs, and he puts the wood in, and then he carves it with his resin. Yeah,
he's got pretty. Yeah, and he does some amazing ones. Actually, I've seen some of those, and he does them on his lathe, doesn't he?
And his wife is proof that the air purifier works, because she's really allergic to the resin. And it's helped her greatly. So,
no, I saw that because they use the same one I do, don't they? The Pure Air from Resiners.
Yeah, I have a different one. I bought one years ago off of Amazon, and they don't even sell it anymore. So I don't know if I can find the replacement filters now. So I'm dropping stuff.
But no, they do help. And do you know what? When I first got one, I didn't realize. But if I've got a few projects on the go indoors, after I finish those projects, there's still fumes in the air, because when I first got it and switched it on, it went straight up to like 10 VOCs. So even though I open the doors and I walk out and things like that, it's still keeping fumes in my living room. And that's the best thing for me, is it just gives me that peace of mind that I know if it's switched on, or even if I switch it on at the end of a project, it takes it out of the air, so I'm not breathing it. Because none of us, let's say you do a bloom, you're not going to sit there for an hour waiting for it to get to the right temperature with your respirator on. Most of us won't, if we're being honest. Or let's say you're doing the Petri effect and you need to wait an hour for your resin to get to the right consistency. You might put it on whilst you're doing the project, but you're not going to leave it on for an hour because it's just uncomfortable. And I think that's where it just gives me that peace of mind. Oh, I'm just making sure we're going through the chat as well. But we're getting a few questions coming through already. So shall we start going through some of those?
We can.
Yeah? Or do you want to talk about something else? It's your show.
I can show you some things.
Oh, let's go for it. Yeah.
Can anyone guess what this is?
What is it?
I sculpted it. It's from a game.
Okay.
I'm into video games. Anyone guess?
I don't know. Is it something off of Skyrim or something like that? No.
It's a fish. But it's an alien fish. It's from Subnautica.
I knew Koenig's would put something like that. It's not one of those.
I don't know how you think this would be a sex toy.
Don't know.
Somebody with it.
But yeah, it does look kind of alien-like, so that's cool.
And then I did this one years ago.
Oh, that's nice.
But the crystals are turning yellow already.
Oh, right.
Because of the resin. It was when I started resin, they weren't making them very well.
Okay.
There weren't that many brands out there, so I was using a resin meant for boats for you to coat the surface.
Yeah.
And I found that a lot of my older stuff, the stuff has yellowed quite a bit.
Well, I think it's got a lot better over the years, resin. As more and more companies have started doing it, I think it's become more of an art material rather than as you say, using it on boats.
And I dabble in making molds. Here's my cuckoo cachous.
Oh wow, they're cool.
And I want to do gauges. I've never seen anyone do gauges. So,
okay.
But I don't really know too many people who actually wear gauges, so I need a guinea pig.
Gauges, what are they? Are they the things that go in your ear?
The big holes in your ears where you stretch them out? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
That would be great to have a little, like, cool earring or something, you know, with I'm more along those lines of jewelry making, not like the crazy big stuff that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I've done some, but as far as shipping it would be like a nightmare probably.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love the smaller pieces as well. Some of my favorite pieces are my little pendants that I did with like Petri effect.
I just demolded him this morning.
Oh wow, is that like a spider?
He's a jumping spider.
Oh wow, he's cool.
And I made that mold.
That's very cool. How did you make the mold?
I take clay cutters or cookie cutters and I cut the clay and then I bake it and then I make the mold.
Okay. So do you have to then sand the clay to make it perfectly smooth?
You can smooth it out before you bake it pretty well. Okay. And then it's going to give you a matte mold. And then you can go back after you make the mold and pour a little bit of silicone in there to make it glossy. You know?
Okay.
So the spider part is matte. And then the background is the glossy part.
Okay. No, that's cool.
You can kind of make it a mixed matte or glossy if you wanted to. Because I like some of the matte molds. Like when I watch Daniel Cooper do his like, what is it, Mother of Pearl or whatever. He does opals. Yeah. He likes to do his opals where he sands the piece and it's all pretty looking, but it's not shiny. So
yeah, where he sands it down. I think the only thing I've done that on in a video was my skull. So I did a skull with a mohawk, and I left parts of it clear, and then I sanded all around the sides of it, so that stayed matte.
And then I saw some people who were complaining that the mixers, you couldn't mix small amounts of resin because it would just introduce tons of bubbles, you know?
Yeah.
So Evan and Caitlin did a video on this. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, is that the magnetic one?
But yeah, it's a little magnet. You put it in your cup of resin, and then it spins, and it will stir your resin for you.
No, I saw that. That was a good video, actually.
Yeah, that's when I bought it. I was like, oh, I should get that.
I think they tested a few different size magnets as well, didn't they? And different resins, and it works better.
They come with the kit comes with a bunch of different sizes. So depending on your cup size, you would need the bigger magnet. And then it has this little retriever that you can just get it out of the resin cup. Yeah, and then wipe it. Touching. You know?
See, my problem is I'd forget to wipe it, and then it just turned into a massive resin block over time.
Oh my god,
I'm terrible. It's like the amount of pairs of scissors I've thrown away.
I did ruin one of my hand mixers because I wasn't wiping off the little thing you stick in.
Yeah,
it was getting resin at the top, probably from my hands, and I wasn't wiping it enough, and then it got to the point where I couldn't get it apart when I was done with it. And I was like, God, this is horrible. No, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I ordered another one.
And it's like the ones with the silicone paddles, you can leave the resin on it to cure and then peel it off. But I think that breaks down the resin.
It does because silicone. I have the silicone stir sticks.
Yeah.
And if you leave the resin on there, they do fall apart. I've given up on those. I've been getting, there's plastic ones you can get that are really smooth. The resin will still peel off, but it won't break down.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's where, again, if you've got yourself one of these mixing machines with the silicone paddles, wipe them after. It's just so much easier. Then you don't have to worry.
And back when I was mixing by hand, I have hand issues. Like when I first started resin, I had carpal tunnel in my hands really bad. To the point where my hands were falling asleep at night and waking me up out of my sleep, and I couldn't even sleep. So I had to get surgery. I got surgery on both of them. So I got little butt cracks on my hands now.
Yeah.
But it helped a lot. They're still not 100%, but it helped a lot.
It was Evan and Caitlin, Mary Beth, I think.
They have a gaming, so it's Evan and Caitlin Gaming for their gaming, and I don't know if there's a different name for the craft one.
I think every year they try and put a whole pumpkin in resin as well.
Yeah. I think they finally succeeded at that. The one that leaked everywhere and they came back from vacation, that was funny.
Yeah. But again, they've got a huge following as well, so that the videos are really cool, and I think it's because they've got a huge budget to do it as well. So you look at again, if you're new to YouTube, don't think you can replicate that in a week. It won't happen.
No, they have ridiculous amount of tech. They actually did a tour through the Evan and Caitlin. I think there was another channel that did it.
Yeah.
And they showed all the tech that Evan is obsessed with. And oh my God, it's ridiculous. That would be my husband. My husband just bought a new server. And now he's trying to figure out how to eliminate ads so we don't have to see ads anymore. And all this. He apparently knows how to do it. So I don't know.
That'd be cool to know. I know on YouTube, if you buy premium, then you don't have to. But
we eventually want a Minecraft server so that we can all play on it because we're just obsessed with games and Minecraft and all that. So
that sounds cool. I used to be into gaming, but I just don't have time anymore. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't do it much anymore either. But on my free time, like on the weekends or something, I try to catch up with some of my people I used to game with because I don't like not talking to them forever. No.
And that's saying, again, it's quite a big community, the gaming community as well. It's a bit like the Resin one, apart from, I think you get a few more trolls in the gaming community.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I don't care about trolls. Just ignore them. That's all.
Yeah, you've got to, because they're always going to be there. And that's even on Resin videos, you'll get people, oh, I don't like your voice. Oh, I don't like the music. Oh, I don't like your face. Just ignore them.
I want to show you the teeny tiny frogs I made today.
Oh, wow. They are teeny tiny. Wow. I think they're the smallest frogs I've ever seen.
Yeah, I got a mold. I like playing with the nail art molds.
Yeah.
And you can see them.
That's like one drip of resin.
It's a couple drips, actually. But, yeah.
What would be interesting with those is do like 100 of them and put them in one frog.
You might, if you did them in different colors, you would probably see them. But if they were all the same color, you wouldn't see any of them. They would just all merge together. And you know how many of those I would have to make to put in one of them frogs?
A lot.
That's too many.
You do it one drop at a time. Do it in UV because then at least you can cure them, and every couple of minutes do a new one.
Oh, and this rack is a lifesaver.
You sent me a picture of that. That looks amazing.
I have the link for it. I'll have to link it on my what is it called? Your description in your videos.
Yeah.
Because I just do my stuff on trays and then I can move it out of the way.
I've got people saying they're getting adverts. Give me 1 second because they shouldn't be.
I know you had problems with that.
Yeah, YouTube keeps changing the settings, and on lives, there shouldn't be adverts. There should be if you've got to watch it back afterwards, but there shouldn't be adverts during the live. So I'm just going to check the settings. But if you've got any more pieces you want to show while I'm doing that.
I don't know if I made some little deer for earrings.
Sorry, I'm nearly with you.
I made some spiders.
Right, so that
I might try and do the 30 days of Halloween because I have enough molds. If I can get my editing down pat to where I can do it, I might try. But
I wish I had the time. I don't think I'd be able to.
Well, you have a job. I don't have a job right now. So.
Okay. So, guys, I've just double-checked the settings, and YouTube did put adverts on it. So I've stopped those. So if you're watching on the live, that should stop any adverts. Let me know if you get any more, though. But, yeah, YouTube keeps putting them on the lives. And I've got it set, usually, so that the adverts come on after the live.
Yeah,
and then that way people
have them on a live because then people are going to miss stuff.
Yeah, or get annoyed. I would if an advert popped up every 10 minutes or so, but there we go. So hopefully that should have stopped them. But if anybody gets another one, let me know.
And then I included these this morning. I made a pumpkin and leaves.
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah, they look like they're diamondy. I used some of that. I got one eye candy pigment, and it was that red one I saw. I think I saw it on, might have been Blue Elephant.
Yeah,
and
Nicole.
It turned out so pretty.
Yeah.
I was just like, ooh, that pops. I want some more eye candy pigments.
That's something I've not tried yet because you can't get them in the UK. But I've heard that they're quite good. I've seen some of their ghost powders?
Yeah, they have white ones. They're basically the same as any of the other white ones. You just mix them. You put the black behind it, and that shows the color up. You know.
Yeah. But now, just to everyone in chat as well, just to be clear, the adverts on shouldn't be showing now. But what's happening is every time I do a live, it seems to change the setting back on a scheduled live. So this one's been scheduled for a couple of days, and it seems to put the adverts on. So they should have stopped now. If they haven't, let me know. There we go. There's Nicole, Blue Elephant Gifts. Hello.
Maybe you'll just have to check that at the beginning of your lives. Well, you're not going to have to. Well, you'll still have your interview lives. I guess.
Yeah, I'll still have the ones on Tuesdays. But what I'm going to do is just check every time that they're switched off. So apologies about that, guys. You shouldn't get them again. So because I don't want them in a live, I don't want them to disrupt the lives.
Yeah, I actually won some resin from Blue Elephant Gifts. I got some of the Bond Crafter.
Okay.
One of her giveaways. And I've been playing around with it. They didn't give you much instruction, though. They didn't tell you if it was a deep pour or not. And I was messaging back and forth through online with them, and I don't know.
I've not tried. Again, that's a resin I've not tried yet because A, they don't supply to the UK yet. And B, I found one that for me, I'm very comfortable with now.
So I like Apex. I've never tried that. So.
I love it. And it's just because the different resins I know are better for different techniques now because I'm used to them. So it's like they've got the standard one, which is just their high gloss one, which works for most castings, if I'm being honest. And it will work for things like blooms if you wait and things like that. But the fast cure, I can't get enough of it because it cures within like 2 hours. So if you're doing a layered effect, it means rather than doing something over the course of a week, you can do it all in a day, which is really
I don't
cool.
like it because of the bubbles. That's my issue.
I don't, honestly, with the Apex Fast Cure, you don't get them once it's cured. You will get them when you mix it, and don't put it through a debubbler because then you'll get hundreds of bubbles in it. But they all disperse when it cures. So, and I know different ones. I've heard mixed reviews about, is it the 1 hour promise? I think you can get in the States.
I have J Diction. That's what I've been using.
Yeah.
And theirs is pretty thick. Like when I mix it, it gets tons of bubbles and I have issues. So yeah. I haven't tried Let's Resin. The only thing I've tried from them is their UV.
Yeah.
And don't go with Stone Coat Countertop. It yellows really fast. I tried it. Yes. I don't know how people are using it on their counters and not having it yellow over time and look weird.
It probably doesn't get as much UV with the fact that obviously it's indoors, but again,
I don't know. Because even the stuff like just the bottle of resin, you can look at it and it's yellow.
Really? I've seen that in some videos actually where it's been like a year old and the resin's just turned completely yellow. But apparently you can still use that if you put a pigment in because then you can't see the yellow.
True. Yeah, it just depends on the pigment you put in, I guess. If you put a blue in it, it's probably going to turn green. I don't know. But
Koenig's is saying there, if you do counters, if you put a tiny bit of blue in, it counters the yellow.
Yeah, that's what they say. If you put a little bit of blue in your clear stuff, that it won't yellow. I don't know. I've never tried that. So
touch wood, the resin I've used so far hasn't yellowed, so I don't need to worry about that yet. Right, well, we've got a few questions, and I think we need to crack on with them, otherwise people will think that we forgot. So firstly, thank you to the lovely mods for sending them through, so I don't get told off. So the first one, Louise is asking what program you use to edit videos.
DaVinci Resolve. I think it's 19, I think the number.
Okay. And if you don't know, I use CapCut just because I find it easy. I used to use, before CapCut, Wondershare Filmora, and that was quite a good one to use as well. I used to use,
back when I had my first channel, I used just iMovie on my iPhone.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Use whatever. What I always say, there's that many different editing apps now. Just find one that you're comfortable with because you're going to be spending a lot of time on it. So just make sure it's one that you're comfortable with and it does what you want it to do and it's not too expensive or it's free. So even with the CapCut one, I think I pay like £11 a month. So it's not an awful lot of money. and that just gives me all of those extra
Now,
features.
I do like Canva for like the front screen and the back screen of your video. I take them for that, or my shorts I do in Canva.
Well, interestingly, my thumbnails, I use a different app now to create them, and then I still put them into Canva and then change them. So I think your thumbnails are something that hopefully they stand out and make people want to click. And I think that's what
I was going to ask you what you use for your AI thumbnails.
So yeah, I use there's an app called Pixels, Pixels. Now it costs $40 a month, so it's not cheap.
Geez. Wow.
But I just wanted to do it as an experiment to see if over the course of 3 months my videos get any more views. And if they don't, at the end of 3 months,
helped?
I think it has in some cases.
I almost didn't watch you because of your covers. Because you
some people
really
don't like
creepy.
them, some do.
The AI makes you look really creepy in some of them.
Yeah. But I like that. I think it's funny. And
some people would click on that for that reason, I think.
Yeah, and they'd be like, what is that?
I don't know if they'll stay to watch your video, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as I say, it's just an experiment. So I committed when I signed up that I'll try it for 3 months.
And I'm liking what Lula's been doing with her little clip art in front of hers. It looks pretty catchy, you know?
I think she changes it to almost a painted version of the piece, if memory serves correct.
I don't know. It's like a pink and purple mix with all these little... It kind of looks retro, almost.
Yeah. There we go, Lula. More compliments coming your way. So, there we go. So, we get Summer of the Life. She hates my thumbnails, but she likes yours, Lula. It's okay. Tina's asking... How much does your editing software charge per month?
Nothing.
You
can pay to get extra AI stuff, but it gives you transitions. It gives you, you can fast forward or slow down. You can do all the same things for nothing. So
yeah. Oh, Sandy says she uses vidIQ as well. I don't know if that's for the thumbnails or the editing, but I know vidIQ's just launched thumbnails as well, but I've not tried it yet. But anyway, that's that one. Louise is saying your necklace is very pretty. I think we saw that in chat earlier on.
Oh, thank you.
Mary Beth, how did things with the wood go? I think this is for me because I got that wood delivery. I'll tell you what. Let me grab a piece. I want to show you my favorite piece, and it's heavy. But give me 2 seconds. I'm excited.
He's excited about his wood. His wood.
It is wood, but it's an amazing piece. Now, this is the bit that I think needs to be a side table on its own. Look at that. Beautiful. And look at the thickness. Yeah, and it almost looks a bit like the UK. Look at that. Look at that, just as a side table. It's huge. So, there we go. That's the most exciting piece. I'm not going to go get the rest of them, but I am going to throw it back.
That's some very girthy wood.
It is. And that's the first time I've heard that, so interesting. But
no, somebody else said it in chat. Who was it?
It's a lovely, lovely piece. So I can't wait to just sand it down, turn it into a table. Gets me excited, as you can tell.
Until we see you covered in sanding dust and you're standing there looking miserable.
I'll be like this afterwards. And genuinely, I hate sanding. And not only that, I've not got any fancy tools. So just to get them both sides reasonably level, it's going to be a backbreaker. I've done it before, though, so I know what I'm in for.
I know Glitz and Glitter, they have one of those planes that you can put it on, and it just, that makes life a lot easier, probably.
What I would give for one of those planers where you just put it straight through. But they're not cheap. They're about 500 quid, £500.
Well, that's not too bad, though.
It's a lot of money. And you still probably wouldn't fit those pieces through because of the width and everything. I think they normally go up to about 12 inches length. So
You could always carve something into it and then put some resin in that if you wanted to do that.
Well, I may be carving the sides.
Oh, that'd be cool.
How thick they are. I might carve a design in the sides, leave the top as it is and the bottom as it is, and then just add some legs and have that as a side table. But it'll be a big piece. And then I've got the other pieces of wood, which I'm not going to drag them all in, which I'm going to put in a bigger coffee table, hopefully. But they're all cookies, so none of them are those straight lengths that you get to make a nice river table. So I've got to think about what I'm going to do with the design.
You could always go buy somebody's table that they donated and just cut into it and use it. Possibly.
I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace at legs, because legs are really expensive. But I actually quite like some of the old Victorian style legs.
I bought some legs at Lowe's. That table behind me used to be a door, and I just put legs on it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think they might have been like $40 or something from Lowe's, but I don't know what you have out your way. You know what I mean?
Well, there's DIY stores like B&Q is probably one of the bigger ones in the UK, and they do legs, but they're about £50 for a set. And I think they don't look great, some of them. So I love the old Victorian ones where they've actually carved all these intricate designs in. And I'm thinking a lot of the time people don't like that old furniture anymore. So if I can find a piece of that for like £20-30 on Gumtree, or Craigslist.
The old furniture is made better, way better.
It is, and it's handcrafted, a lot of it. So if I can use one of those legs with that, I think it'd look stunning.
My parents used to have a dining room table that had they were like feet.
Yeah, like where they come out like that.
Yeah, and they had toes carved into it. I don't know what it was supposed to be, but
I think they're meant to be like lion paws, the way that they do that design.
I don't know.
Again, that's the idea. So we'll see. But yeah, I think if I can find an old piece of furniture and steal the legs off it, I'd rather do that than just put normal hairpin legs on it, because I've got quite a few pieces that I've already done with hairpin legs.
Yeah, back when I used to have cable, all I would watch was HGTV and like those fix-up channels and stuff. Those are so addictive. If you do any home repair, put it on YouTube. You'll get tons of views on that stuff because everybody wants to watch that. Well,
there's loads where they just, that's all they do for a living. They'll buy some furniture, they'll sand it down, they'll repolish it, and then sell it for profit.
There's a girl that her channel is called The $1 House. She paid $1 for her house from a guy. Yeah, well, the guy wanted to see it restored instead of torn down. And then she made her channel all the videos of her restoring the house. So now she's making so much money, she can go buy another house and do it again.
Wow. So, well, if there's anybody in the UK that wants to sell me their house for £1, I'll do exactly the same. Right, a few more questions then. So they're all being a bit rude in chat now about the girth of the wood and jokes like that, and a nice set of legs apparently, but we'll ignore that. Mac is asking, he's saying apparently, we've already gone through that. If you put a little bit of blue in, you won't notice the yellowing, and that's for crystals apparently. Some are saying use leftovers for the tiny frogs. Angelina's saying, so just wait at the end of a project, just put a few drips in, and then you'll get a load over time. Mary Beth's asking where you got the magnetic mixer from.
That was from Amazon. I'll have to link it somewhere so you guys can find it.
Your mind is asking how much it was, because I know that'll be the next question.
No. I might be able to find it real quick on here, though.
Was it mega expensive or not?
I can't remember. I wouldn't say mega. Let me look under orders.
Claire, just I could see your comment pop up actually. There's loads of rundown houses, but the problem is you can't buy them unless you can prove that nobody owns them for more than 7 years in the UK. There's a law. I would love nothing more than to get an abandoned house and just do it up from start to finish. Mary was asking me as well, so I can answer this one whilst you're looking for that. And hi, Mary, nice to see you. Do I get any? She put any crap for my AI thumbnails, and I haven't yet, but I may do after this live. But I just think they're fun, and I think that's the key. I like to have fun on this channel, and if people don't like that, then it's probably not the right channel. I like to have a bit of fun, experimenting, doing things I shouldn't do. And that's the whole point. But no, I've not had anybody specifically make a bad comment about the AI thumbnails. But I am going to do some thumbnail testing next month on the AI ones versus the ones I used to do, just to see if it's made a difference.
It is $29.99.
There you go, $29.99.
US money. I don't know if it's in the UK too. I don't know how it works with all that. But that wasn't bad for that, Yeah.
Good advice. If you don't like AI, don't use it. I do. I love it. And I think there's good and bad. And don't get me wrong, in what I do in work, my daytime job is recruitment, which is getting people jobs. And it's all over the place at the minute that recruiters will be replaced by AI in the next 5 years. But I don't think it ever will, because I think the human element is what makes a good recruiter. You get to know the person that you work with and get to know what they want, which I don't think AI can ever do. It can simplify tasks, which is great. Right. But I can always tell if I'm reading an article and it's written by AI, I can tell. And I think that's where I think there's always going to be a place for humans. But what AI can do is simplify things, and it depends how you use it. So I'll be honest. Most of my descriptions in my videos, I don't sit there and type out 6 paragraphs.
Did you know that you can go under your settings in your channel and you can actually make one that carries over? Yeah.
Yeah. But what I've done is I actually, I'm giving my secrets away now, but I spoke to ChatGPT, literally spoke to him through my microphone, and I interviewed him for a job as a marketing manager for my YouTube channel. And I got him to interview me. I say him, it could be a her, AI. And basically, it interviewed me for over an hour, asking me different questions about my channel, what I'm hoping to get from it, and everything like that. And ever since then, I now get it to write the descriptions as if it's me doing them, because I've spent the time training it on what I want from those descriptions. And that's what most people don't do. They'll just put, here's my video title, type me a description. And then you're always going to get the standardized format, if that makes sense. But I think AI is a great tool, but it does get overused, I think, at times.
Well, for some reason, the Canva AI doesn't know what an ankylosaurus looks like.
I
put it in there, and it came out with like a T-Rex with a spinosail and like a trike head.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this?
Well, do you know these little shorts I've done? I'm gonna do my giveaway in a minute, actually, just in case anyone's here just for that. But on those shorts, I've had to replace 70% of the images because I told it what I wanted in the prompt, and it came up with completely different images.
Yeah.
And I think the software I used was originally made in China, because every time I got it to generate a human, they were Chinese, which I don't mind having some Chinese people in there, because I like the fact that anybody can hopefully like them. But I wanted a mix of people from different cultures. And it literally generated everybody was Chinese. And I was like, okay. So I've had to replace about 70% of the images that it found. And that's where I think AI is not perfect yet. And it's like, you see pictures where people have got like 7 fingers, and it struggles with things like hands. So sometimes, and it's like, even with this software that I'm using now, I'll put a prompt in and then I have to edit it 10 times before I'm happy with the thumbnail.
And then you'll see videos of like a roller coaster ride crashing, but all the people on the ground don't care. They're just standing there like, I don't know. Yeah. So you know it's AI.
The scary thing for me is, though, it is getting harder to tell what's real and what's not. And an example of which, there was somebody that's gone viral on Instagram who's got like 200,000 followers now. And it was a picture of this person in the audience at Wimbledon, the tennis tournament. And completely AI generated. They put a few pictures on Instagram and they've got like 200,000 followers, and it's not even a real person. Now that's scary to me.
That's why YouTube just had that update, because there were people making channels and making money off of them, and it was all AI generated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now they're not letting you do that anymore.
No. But we've got a load more questions. But if it's okay with you, we're approaching the hour. Are you okay for time? First of all.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
I'm going to do that giveaway just so that's done, and then if people are here just for that, then they can go if they want to, and then we'll come back and answer the rest of those questions. So, for those that don't know, is I've done 30 days of giveaways, and today is day 30. Finally, where I've given away a piece of my resin art. So all you needed to do was look for the short, and put in the comments hashtag CCUK resin and hashtag we all grow together. So hopefully, I'm going to share my screen.
I hope I win.
You might. Who knows? That would be great if the day you were on a live you won. So hopefully you can see my screen, which is there. So this was it. Day 29 was the one that we sent out yesterday, what you had to enter, and then I'll show you the last one, which went out today.
It's giveaway day 29.
Day 29.
Almost there. Today's resin wisdom. There's a fine line between brilliance and sticky disaster. To enter today's draw, like, subscribe, share, and comment with hashtag CCUK resin and hashtag we all grow together. Live winner pick tomorrow. If you join membership in the last 30 days, your art is already packing its bags for you. Failure is just another excuse to learn and grow as an artist. And that's what we're all doing here, growing together. So keep creating, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. It's giveaway day 29.
So that was the one that you had to enter yesterday, which we're going to draw now. And there was 45 comments in there. And the last one, I'm going to show it you guys. So if you want to win a piece of my art, this is your last chance. It's live now, and you've got until about this time tomorrow when we draw the final winner.
Day 30, we made it. DAY 30. 30 days. 30 giveaways. Thousands of comments. So many gorgeous pieces given away. Thank you. Today's quote. Resin brought us together, but the sparkle keeps us going. Final day to enter. Like, sub, share, and drop. Hashtag CC. UK Resin and hashtag we all grow together in the comments. Winner drawn live one last time tomorrow. And to all of you that joined membership today or over the last 30 days, your art is on its way. We all grow together. Keep positive. Keep pouring. Keep supporting each other. Appreciate you all.
So there we go, guys. That is the final one. So last chance to enter. Do me a favor, everybody in chat right now, go find that and share it. Let's make it the most shared one because it's the last one. And comment in there, hashtag CCUK resin, hashtag we all grow together. And one of you is going to win. But let's pick the winner from day 29. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be you? Let's go. Is it going to be?
Probably not.
Angie's Art Creations 24. So congrats, Angie. And I can see hashtag CCUK resin and hashtag we all grow together. So that is a valid entry. There's going to be one more winner on that tomorrow. But if you join membership between now and tomorrow, you will also get a free piece of my art. So there's that.
I saw somebody asking about the craft room. Yes, this is a one of the bedrooms in our house. We have a 3-bedroom. I used to work out of the basement, but there was only one outlet and it was on the ceiling. So that kind of made it a bit difficult.
No, it looks amazing, though, the way you've got it set out. And when you showed me that tray, I've been thinking about that for a while.
It's
and I've got
it's a little over $200 for that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I just looked it up on Amazon.
Yeah.
And the trays aren't cheap either. I think they might be $50, but I don't know how many you get.
Yeah. Reminds me of school dinner trays. Do you know when you're in like
you
a
can use
diner?
metal cookie sheets on it, but the metal cookie sheets are a lot more than the plastic ones. So
Yeah, and plastic's probably easier with
your resin peels off of it and everything.
All right, we've got a couple more questions then. Joy was asking what type of wood it is. I've got 3 different types of wood cookies. I'm not going to show you them all. You'll see them in the video when they come out. KD's asking about your craft room, which you've just answered. So there we go. That saves me asking. But no, it's amazing, you know, and I wish I had more space, because if I had more space, I'd be doing even bigger projects.
I want to get into doing some shows too, because I want to make some money off of this. So
yeah,
I haven't done any yet. So.
Okay.
I did take, I think it was Epoxy Me that when you had an interview with her, I took her advice and did the buy me a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I have some of the necklaces in there, but I don't know how it works because it doesn't really explain to you, like, if somebody wants to buy one, does it send their information to your email or how that works? I don't know.
Usually, I think it would. I've not done the shop on Buy Me a Coffee, but if I get somebody send me a coffee or something like that, I'll get a notification on email that somebody's bought me a coffee. So I'd imagine you'd get an email with like the address details. I think if you've got a shop on there, though, make sure you set up the postage details.
Postage. I'll have to look at it.
Because let's say you get somebody buy something from the UK, that's going to cost you a lot more in postage than if they're in the US. And again, on that note, I've now, after tomorrow's live, I'm going to have 71 packages to send out. That's a lot of packages.
Haven't you sent some already out or no?
No, I've deliberately waited till the end in case somebody wins twice. I can put it in the same package.
Oh, okay,
then.
Yeah, that's smart.
But yeah, it's 71 packages I'm going to have to send out because I'm up to 40 members, and I know it was 30 days of giveaways, but there was one day where I made a mistake, so I had to draw twice. So it's that's a lot of money going to the post office. But hopefully you guys, if you won or if you remember, will appreciate just having, and it's not going to be a huge piece of my art like this. So it's going to fit in an envelope like that, just pre-warn people. But hopefully you'll appreciate it.
Nobody's getting Meth Bear.
No, Meth Bear's with me for life. That's it. He's not going anywhere.
There is a new mold I saw that looks like Meth Bear, but it's a tiger.
Oh, I've got a tiger one, but it's smaller. Let me show you. Might be this one that I did in the Tiny Turner powders. That one?
Yeah. I didn't know it was that small.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller than the Meth Bear, and it's a lot thinner, which is good because it doesn't use as much resin.
I figured it would be the same size, and half the time I don't look at the sizes of the molds, and then I get them in the mail, and I'm like, wow, this is a lot smaller than I thought, or wow, this is a lot bigger. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Meth Bear can eat the tiger.
Big difference. But again, it's a really cool mold. I think you'll like it. I just did that one with the Tiny Turner powders to give it a metallic. I don't like the
angry faces. I wish they made them like the wolf and the lion mold.
Yeah, the cuter ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to do the wolf, so that's a project coming up over the next few weeks.
Yeah, I want to do that too. I have it out already. I was going to do an icy blue one because that blue is my favorite color, so that's where I gravitate.
Oh, hang on. Stormy's gifted a membership to somebody as well. I don't know who won it. And Lynn has given me a super thanks. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate you. All the way in Canada. I think you're in Canada anyway, Lynn, last time we spoke. Oh, broken hand. Everybody's breaking their arms at the minute. Claire had a problem with her hand.
I've never broken anything, so I don't know what that would feel like.
Quick, touch some wood. You've got to touch wood if you say that. You don't want it to happen now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But again, I've never broken a bone yet. So, Nordia won it. Nordia won the membership. So you're a member, so you're going to be getting a piece of my art as well, Nordia. So congrats.
There's a channel I watch in Canada. Her name is Bailey J. I think that's the name of her channel. She's a small business owner that works out of her home. Yeah. And she does her artwork she does it on her tablet, and then she has it put onto things like this one.
Okay.
She has 2 cats, and she does a lot of cat artwork, and she also does Luna moths and things like that. She just got embroidery machines, and she's embroidering clothes and things like that. So if you want to check her out.
But it's amazing, you know, if you're creative, you can set up a business. You can set up a business, a side hustle, whatever you want to call it.
It's just getting the people to see it. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I mean, I've tried a few different methods, and I'll be honest, none of them have worked over the last year. I've tried, started off with Etsy, and I got 0 sales.
Etsy's too expensive anyway. They take so much. No. And a lot of people are buying Temu stuff and putting it on Etsy for like 3 times the price.
And saying it's handcrafted when it isn't.
No.
Yeah. I've seen that. And then I tried eBay. That didn't really take off. Then I started my own website on Shopify. Had it for 4 months. Didn't sell anything. So I've just at the minute, I'm launching a new one. So it's not live yet.
I'm working on mine too. I'm doing Squarespace.
Okay.
And it's pretty easy so far.
I used hosting, I think it was for mine. And I've got 2. So I'm setting up 2 shops simultaneously. One for the resin and one for something else. So I won't go into that just yet. But yeah, I've done one on Shopify and one on hosting, and that's because Shopify are doing an offer at the minute in the UK, probably in the States as well, where it's just £1 for the first 3 months, £1 per month. So it's quite cheap. Oh dear, Lynn fell down the stairs. I hope you're okay. Oh dear.
I did that once before.
I've done that a few times when I've had a few too many wines.
Oh no, I had a house. The laundry was downstairs in the basement, and I was carrying a big blanket, and I ended up stepping on it going down the stairs. And we had a cement popcorn wall, if you know what that is. It's like it's textured like it's called popcorn.
Okay.
But it's like it's a rough texture on the wall. It skinned my arm completely.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a huge skin down my arm, but nothing else was messed up. So that was fun.
Well, if anybody's we've gone well over the hour. So if anyone's got any more questions, I'll give you sort of 5 or 10 minutes to put them in chat. And then I suppose we'll close it down. But give your channel another shout out so that everybody knows where to find you.
Summer Fly Design.
And I'm just going to have a quick look whilst we're on the live to see if you've gone up any more. Because this is what excites me, is helping other people grow. And if you've grown, again, I think it's a great thing. Oh, we've got more questions coming through now. So Tima's saying, is Squarespace offered by Square? I think Squarespace is the company, isn't it?
Square is different. Square is the payment method. Like, I don't know if they coincide with each other. I think they're separate. Square is a little thing you put on your phone and people can swipe their cards to and send you money.
Okay.
Squarespace, a lot of people advertise it on their YouTube channels. You could probably get a discount code. I don't even know how much it is monthly yet because they don't make you pay until your website's finished.
Right.
So you can sit there and build your website as long as you want, and then they'll start charging you whenever
you go live.
With it.
So here we go.
I saw somebody ask what my dream project would be. I'm not really sure on that one.
So let me just share this. So this is your deer, I believe.
Yeah. I have the broken version right here.
So this is the channel you're looking for. There we go. And you're up to 33 subscribers now. So guys, go over. All you need to do is type in YouTube at Summer Slide Design. Find it, click subscribe. It's free. Let's help her grow. There you go. I'll put it in chat as well. At Summer Design. There we go.
So how many did we have in chat today?
46.
That's it. Where's the rest of your 9,000 subscribers?
Don't know. And I think that's the thing.
Your lives.
Interestingly, so I've got some of my viewers watch my lives but don't watch my videos. Some watch my shorts but don't watch my videos.
Huh.
Some watch my videos but don't watch my shorts.
My shorts are doing pretty good compared to everything else. So I don't. People might just like the little short content. I don't know.
It's very interesting to watch because I could have 1 million subscribers and it wouldn't matter. It's the views that matter.
Yeah.
And again, it's the views that if more people view your video and watch it for a period of time, YouTube then pushes it to the next however many people. So I think the way it normally works is, let's say I release a new video, they'll send it to 1,000 of my subscribers. If a certain percentage watch it and give it a thumbs up or click on it, then they'll send it to another 5,000. If enough of those people watch it, they send it to another 10,000. And that's the way it works. So if you're trying to support an artist on YouTube, watch the video. Don't just skip till the end to see what the end piece looks like, because that tells YouTube that it's not a good video. So again, if you want to watch it in 2 times speed or something like that, that's fine. But don't just skip right to the end, because by doing that, YouTube thinks it's a bad video. So I don't know if anyone does that out there, but just so you know, please don't. But yeah, and again, if you watch it, at least stay watching it for the first few minutes, because there's nothing worse for the YouTube algorithm than if you come off a video within 30 seconds. If you do that, then it will think it's a really bad video. So
I also like people who talk a lot in their videos. I don't know if everybody else is like that, but some people are kind of quiet. I can get that, like, you're just starting out and you might be shy or you just don't know what to talk about, that type of thing. I'm kind of like that in a way, so I'm trying to work on that. And I noticed that with Bass Resonator. I was watching him for a while, and he just goes silent.
And sings. He sings though as well instead of him.
I commented one time. I said, "Talk to me."
But no, you're right. Some people just have music on in the background.
Right. Yeah.
I don't personally. I like YouTube as entertainment, but also as somewhere to learn. And I don't think I can learn unless somebody's telling me what they're doing.
Some videos are good, though, when they just have the music and they show what they're doing. There's a guy that does, his channel is, I think it's J-E. I'm going to look it up on my phone to get it right. Because he does really cool resin stuff. And he doesn't say a word in his videos. It's just music and him showing the process. Let me see.
And it can be really cool, don't get me wrong, but I like to learn. And I'm like you, I like to hear people talking, so I know it's people.
See, I usually watch YouTube on my TV, and then if I need to comment, I use my phone, because for some reason on the TV, you can't comment. You can like and share. Well, I don't know about sharing, but like and subscribe and hit the bell and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't comment for some reason. And
I think soon you'll be able to. I think YouTube will edit it soon so that you'll be able to do that. Because actually, I think 60% of people who watch YouTube now do it on the TV. But again, how many people, if they had to type it with their TV remote, would actually put a comment? I don't think many would.
I'm trying to search my subscriptions, but I'm not. It's still not doing it. Maybe I'll have to find it on my TV. It's easier on my TV. Here we go. Alphabetical order. That's good.
Janet's saying that she waffles and Chris puts in the music. And interestingly, I think Janet's probably thought that I forgot, but I think, guessing it is Janet from The Crafty Rat as well, isn't it, Janet? I'm just checking. You and Chris. Yeah, are you on about Jedrek 29?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. He does, yeah, that's the one. He does some amazing stuff. But Janet and Chris from The Crafty Rat are going to be on next week, so that'll be interesting. We get to meet them.
I don't know if I know those two. Janet and Chris. What's
you will next week. It's The Crafty Rat, I believe, and Janet is Janet Bridge. Let me just check. Has Janet, what is your channel name? I can't remember. Put it in chat. I know there's the Crafty Rat, but I don't know if that's Janet's channel or if that's Chris's or if they share it.
Is it a new channel or
newish? It's not got 100k subscribers yet, has it, Janet?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
All right, I just subscribed to you.
There you go.
So I can watch some more videos that I don't know about yet.
But there's loads. And do you know what? If anybody wants to support all of the artists that are part of, I suppose, this little community, go back on the Q&A playlist and you'll see everybody that's ever been on the show. And just go through the channels and click subscribe.
Yeah, the only problem I had with that was I didn't see like the channel linked anywhere. So when I went and looked for the channels, some of them were hard to find, like Johnny Darko, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty hard to find, but eventually I did find him. I do like what he does. And there was another guy that was doing videos too. And Butch, I couldn't find him for a while, and I finally found him.
Yeah,
so,
I think that was my fault because I spelt Butch's channel wrong on the first video. So that was my fault. I corrected it afterwards, but that was me.
Yeah, I think Johnny Darko might be a play on words for Donnie Darko. It used to be a movie.
I think so. And Johnny's not been on the show yet. I want him on the show, but he's not been on yet.
You need to interview him.
Jacob's been on. Jacob's Creations in chat. He's been on.
Yeah,
but
that was
I'd
the
love to
other
get Johnny on if he's listening.
I had a hard time finding his channel, but finally I found it. So
apparently Butch is going to do 13 days of Halloween.
I also made this for my husband.
Is that like a guitar?
Yeah, it's the Doors. It's one of his favorite bands.
Oh wow!
But that's why I wanted to talk about the copyright stuff, because I figured I couldn't sell these because of the pictures on them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just didn't know where the line was, and I thought maybe we could get somebody on to talk about it.
I think legally, you can't technically, if an image is copyrighted, you can't sell it technically. I think the rules are if it's over 100 years old and they haven't renewed that copyright, you can use it. So if it's like, I don't know, a Van Gogh painting or something like that, where he hasn't renewed the copyright, then you can use it. And you can use it for anything you want, create videos and stuff like that, as long as you're not selling the piece. If you're selling it, and let's say somebody was saying apparently the old Winnie the Pooh you can now use, but you can't use the new one.
Well, you can also use the old Cheshire Cat and stuff from the old Alice in Wonderland book. That's what that one that I made was the old images from there.
And that's why there's been. Do you know the old Mickey Mouse? There's been lots of new products come out with the old Mickey Mouse because it's gone over 100 years.
My question is, like, washi tapes and stuff like that has artwork on it, and we use it in pendants and jewelry and stuff. Is that copyright, or is it made for that? I don't know.
I don't know. You'd have to check, I suppose, with the manufacturer. Is the only way to officially know. Which is an interesting question because you don't know if that manufacturer has checked the copyright or not.
Well, I'm wondering the same thing about like the clay cutters. They're made for you to buy to make jewelry out of them, but no one tells you you're allowed to go and sell it. You know what I mean? So that's where's the line? Where do we? And
I think legally, I did speak to somebody about this a few months ago, and legally, it's like molds and things like that. Obviously, we know that lots of companies copy each other's molds.
Right.
There's no getting around that. You can see it from 3 different companies, exactly the same mold. Now that, unless they've got the copyright protection on it, they can do that. But the other thing is, if you make it different enough to make it your own, then there is no copyright. But again, if they wanted to take you to court, you would then have to prove that you've made it different enough so you're not just stealing their design, if that makes sense.
Well, my husband says, he puts it this way: you do it until you make it big, and then they sue you, and then you pay them. That's what he says, but I kind of want to avoid it altogether. I don't want any of that, Well,
there was a lot I've seen. There was a lot on Etsy a few years ago where they used an image or something. I think it was Disney actually, and they literally within 2 days they were getting sued by Disney, and they ended up owing them $250,000, which completely closed the business down.
Yeah, but then you go on Etsy and you can find gaming stuff like Zelda and all kinds of stuff. And then you can, even on Instagram, I see people making Pokemon stuff galore. So I don't know if they're buying copyright, I don't know how that works and how much that would cost.
Well, I know there's certain websites that you can use. I think one of them's Pixabay, I think I've seen. And then there's another one as well where everything on there is royalty free. So you can use it. And there's things like that. But again, I think it's like me. I'll be honest. I'm going to be doing a stitch creation video coming up, but I'm not selling the piece.
Right.
I'm gonna do a creation video with it, but the piece is going to be given to one of my daughters, and then that way I think that's fine. But again, I think it's a case of stickers. Steph's saying as well. There's a lot of stickers out there. So where's the rule on that? If you put that into resin, is that then different or not? But yeah, it's interesting. Don't know. But again, it'd be good. You mentioned, I think there was a lawyer that you mentioned on YouTube.
Yeah, my husband recommended him. I think he watches him. I can't remember the name. Legal Eagle.
Okay.
I don't know if he's from around here or what, or any of that. I've never really watched his videos, but my husband, apparently he does. So.
Legal Eagle. There we go. Yeah, I'll check it out.
I made a keychain with a sticker, but I don't know if I can sell it because I don't know if it's copyright or not. You know what I mean?
Was there a little C with a circle on it?
No,
on the sticker sheet?
No, there wasn't any of that.
But the problem you've got is I think some of these. Let's talk about some of the large sites like Temu, for example. I don't think many of the companies that do products on there will check copyrights.
Well, I've heard that they steal a lot of people's artwork. I've heard people complain, and
And I don't think that as a company they will actually care.
But some people were saying that if, like, you're in China and we're over here in the U.S., that we can just do stuff that the Chinese did and it not be copyright because we're in the U.S. That doesn't make sense to me.
Depends. You can get different global copyright, which covers the world, and then you can do copyright for individual countries.
Oh.
I know that, and it's like trademark as well. You can get it for individual countries or global. So, and often you'll see if something starts going viral, let's say a new mold, you'll see 3 or 4 different companies manufacturing exactly the same mold.
I already found the water ripple molds on Temu when I ordered them.
Yeah.
All the starfish are on Temu, and they have a couple of other ones too, and they're about the same as the ones you would get from intoresin, but intoresin is from over there.
Yeah.
So they could be selling on multiple sites.
They could, but I think they're very brand conscious, so I think they would leave it branded.
And I've also ordered Let's Resin from Temu, which I don't know if it's legit or not.
Well, I'll tell you a story on that. So Let's Resin, obviously their ocean white is lots of people use it for blooms and things like that. And I saw one advertised on Temu, ocean white, Let's Resin, even had a jellyfish on the bottle. So I thought, okay. Yeah. And I bought it. And it's nothing. It's nothing like the real Let's Resin one.
Well, I bought the new chrome powders on Temu, and they're great.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just a hit.
But I do think Let's Resin have, and some of the brands have started to actually put listings on things like Temu.
And I also saw Let's Resin sells products on Michael's website. Michael's is a craft store here in the U.S. So I don't know if those are legit either, but. I mean, I guess you could ask Let's Resin and then find out.
Let's Resin do sell some stuff on Temu, but I think the problem you've got with anything like Temu or Sheen or anything like that is you'll have the official products from Let's Resin or intoresin, and then you'll have 10 copies of them from other companies, and it's making sure you pick the right link.
And I don't mind Temu. Like, I've found a lot of good molds on there, and even if they're scratched up, there's ways of fixing that.
Yeah.
And a lot of I've gotten some really nice chameleon powders on Temu. Like,
I bought some the other day, and I think they cost me like £6 for 12 pots.
And some of my bigger molds, like I think the round mold you used for your planets was the same one I used for my my Cheshire Cat thing. Okay. And it was from Temu. Just a big round mold, you know.
My view of Temu, and no offense to Temu if they're by some chance watching this video, but I think it's a bit like Kernix has just put in chat. You've got a 50-50 chance of it being good or bad.
Right.
And I would probably say about half the stuff I order from Temu I don't like or I won't use because it's like that mold. For me, if I was going to buy this properly as a HDPE mold, it would probably cost me £150 in proper HDPE solid sort of plastic. Now this cost me 20, but I don't think I'll be using it because it's not going to do the same job. But that's the risk you take. And do you know what? One thing I will say about them is if you make a complaint about a product, they're normally pretty good at refunding you.
Yeah, and they don't make you send anything back, so you don't have to pay all that shipping or anything like that
It's
either.
normally one per order, I think, that they don't make you send back.
I don't know. Usually I only have a problem with one thing if I do get something broken or whatever, But
yeah.
Their clothes I would not recommend. They're pretty poorly made and they're not the greatest.
Yeah.
Clothing.
And I think, do you know what? When I first started, most of my molds were from Temu. There's no getting around that. And I do think that they're great for beginners. I don't think they last as long as a quality mold. But you're right. There are ways to fix them.
See, when I started doing resin, Temu wasn't around. I had Amazon and then I had Etsy. And then there was Wish. I had a couple molds from Wish and stuff, but that was basically the Temu back then. Wish and Shein.
Shein, yeah.
Yeah.
And weirdly, my oldest daughter, she won't let me take her shopping in a clothes shop. But yet she loves to order off Shein. And I'm like,
she probably doesn't want you around when she's shopping for clothes. That's all.
Maybe.
You embarrass her.
Maybe. She doesn't want to be seen with her dad.
That's probably what it is.
All right. Mary Beth suggesting that I put some wood around the mold, which I could do. But again, it's not big enough for what I wanted anyway. But I will find a use. If
you manage to make a good piece out of it that's straight, you can remold that and make a thicker mold for yourself.
Yeah, that's an idea.
I mean, that's usually what I do. Like a lot of the molds I see, I want to make earrings out of, but they only come with one facing a certain direction. You can pour that, flip it over, and mold it, and then you'll have your mirrored image. You can't do it with everything, but some things it'll work, Yeah.
But that's the thing. I think you roll the dice a little bit. And again, it's a case of, do you know what? A lot of the products, if you compare the same product on Amazon as you do on Temu, it's about half the price. So it's worth taking the risk.
But you do have to look because I found quite a few things on Temu that were cheaper on Amazon. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of the things that really annoys me, though, is on both Amazon and Temu. So I'm into my jewelry. I'm making jewelry pieces sometimes. I have the amount of chains and sort of cabochon backs that are advertised as stainless steel that aren't is annoying because they go green. But
it's the same on Amazon because I've ordered most of my backs from Amazon, and I had a pair that I was wearing the other day. And if you get the gold ones and you have the metal backs, when you put the metal backs on, it just takes all the gold off, and then it looks like garbage. So I don't know. You would probably have to go on Reddit, I would say, and they have good advice on Reddit on like where you can get good jewelry findings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Reddit's a good place to learn things because there's all kinds of groups on there about resin, mold making, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And somebody was asking, I think it was Claire was asking who won. So it was Angie's Art Creations that won tonight. But there's the last draw tomorrow. So we are going to do one more just to do that last winner. So, but no, I think if anybody knows somewhere in the UK that does those proper stainless steel it's like this one. I bought this abroad 3 years ago and it hasn't tarnished, hasn't gone green, and it is just stainless steel. But if anybody knows where you can get the chains and the backs from that are genuine stainless steel, quite cheap, let me know.
And I went to the hardware store over here where I live yesterday, and they had a really nice chain that would work for necklace. And it was only 75 cents for like a yard or a foot or something.
Okay.
So I was like, if they had that in gold and silver, I would just buy that and use that for necklaces.
Yeah.
You know? So you could check hardware stores and stuff too. You don't have to just stick to like Amazon and craft stores. Craft stores are kind of ridiculous with their prices on that stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't know what it's made from there either. They could be lying to you.
And a lot of them probably buy it from Temu and just add the margin on, That's the thing, you don't know. Nordy is saying that I want surgical steel. As long as it's genuine, as long as it's stainless steel, it's fine.
Surgical steel sounds like it would be more expensive.
Yeah. But as I say, this one is just stainless steel, and I've had this for 3 years. I bought it in Lanzarote when I went on holiday, and I shower in it, I sleep in it, I never take it off, and it hasn't gone green. So it shows me that if it's genuine stainless steel, it doesn't tarnish. And that's the thing. I'd love to do them in silver, but I don't think anybody would pay the price for resin jewelry if you pay for sterling silver.
Maybe not. No, I don't know.
Even a thin silver chain would probably cost, I don't know, £20, let's say. Then you'd have to get the backing as well, which is probably going to be another 10, 15. So that's 35. Then you're going to put the resin cabochon in. Then you need to add the postage. You're talking £50, £60 before you've made any profit. And I don't think people would pay that for resin jewelry.
No, my gardening club had a sale, and I took some of my resin jewelry and keychains, and this little kid come up, and he was like, "Oh, there's an Xbox controller or keychain. How much?" I was like, $5. He's like, $5. I'm like, and his mom's like, "Oh, well, he just started saving his own money and spending it, learning how he's going to spend it." I'm like, okay, you think the $5 for a keychain's bad? I'm like, what do you think I'm going to charge for it? I've seen keychains at Claire's. Claire's is a jewelry store in the mall. They're like $16.
Yeah, Claire's accessories.
And it's just like a little poof ball, a stuffed poof ball on a keychain or something.
I've just had a bit of an epiphany, actually. Claire has just put she only uses sterling silver. I think, Claire, are you the Claire that does a lot of Petrie effect off Facebook? Because if you are, I've just clicked that that's who you are. I think you've got a store. Is it White Rabbit Creations or something? Let me know if that's the same you, Claire. I don't know. Well, that'd be amazing. If you can send me a link to who does those silver chains at £3 a chain. Oh, no, that's a different Claire. Okay. There's a lot of Claires in resin. But no, if you can send me a link to that, again, I don't mind paying £3 a chain if I know it's the genuine silver, because I want to do more jewelry. But this has really put me off, is I've got all of these cabochons and I've put them on chains and in backings. And then I've given them away as gifts and they've gone green, and I don't want that if I'm selling a piece.
And even on Amazon, like, it'll say in the top description, it'll say that it's 925 silver or whatever. And then when you go down and look at the details, it'll say it's coated. It's like copper coated or something.
Yeah. And again, interestingly, I saw a documentary. It was on Temu. And it said, interestingly, a lot of the chains and jewelry pieces from Temu contained unsafe amounts of lead.
Yeah, I saw those too. Purses too, and
can actually get lead poisoning, which is scary. But
I don't know how they're allowed to sell that to us. It doesn't make any sense.
But I think that's the thing. I don't think, if I'm being honest, platforms like Temu, I don't think they do enough vetting of anybody that sells stuff on there. They just want to get the sales.
Well, there are local sales on there, according to them, anyway.
Yeah.
But when I've ordered from some of the local places, and it still came freakishly long, like it was coming from China.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that. Some stuff will come here within a day or two. It's really nice, but other stuff, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Dawn's getting ready, but nice to see you, Dawn, as well. Dawn's getting ready for work. But do you know what? We've been on for nearly 2 hours now.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't feel like it, but we have.
No.
So I think we're going to close it down, if that's all right. But it's been really lovely meeting you as well, because I know we've chatted a little bit.
Well,
but it's
I'd
been
like
great.
to get the point on my channel to do lives and talk to people like you do. But I don't know how long that'll take me. I think you have to be so many watch hours or something. I don't know.
I don't know, actually, with live. I think anybody can do lives.
No, you have to have so many. I think you have to have so many watch hours, because I tried to go live one day and it wouldn't let me.
I think you're right, Ash. I think you need at least 3,000 watch hours if memory serves correct. But yeah, who won again? Everybody just keeps coming on saying who won. That's all people want to know. They don't want to watch the live. It was Angie's Art Creations, Jennifer. But hopefully, don't forget, guys, this is all about helping each other grow. So please go and subscribe. Summer Sly Design on YouTube. Simple as that. Click subscribe. It's free. Let's see if we can get Summer over 50 over the next couple of days. It's going to happen. And obviously, if you've not subscribed to me, again, please subscribe. I'm really itching to get that 10,000 now.
Do you get a prize for 10,000?
I want a plaque from YouTube to get 10,000. I don't know.
Is that what you get when you get 10,000?
No, I think it's 150,000 for the plaque. So it's going to be a long time. I won't have any hair left by then. But you know what? Anything's possible. And I think that's the beauty of YouTube. If you just click record and you enjoy what you're doing and keep doing it, you can all grow. And I've got a random fly in there we go.
I thought it was on my screen or something.
No, it's a real fly that wants to be part of the live. So I'm going to have to go let him outdoors.
It's going to land in whatever resin piece you have out right now.
There you go. Kernix is saying it's a verified channel and 50 subs, and then you can start doing lives.
Oh, okay, cool.
So not far to go, hopefully. Oh, one more question that's come through as well from Mary Beth. Where did you get your guitar mold from?
I got that on Amazon. Yeah.
Amazon. Okay. And is it a full-size guitar mold or is it a smaller one? Yeah, a little bit smaller, I think, than a full-size guitar.
But it comes with the little stand that you can prop it up on too, the mold for it. So
yeah.
I thought maybe I could find a way to put sleeves here so people could put their own pictures in, but I don't know how I would do that. Maybe acetate or something, because they give you a rim. There's a rim there.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, you can. I mean, the other thing, if you've got your own pictures, some people I've seen put UV resin over them first and then put them into the resin.
Well, I laminated those ones, but what I'm saying is if I make the plain guitars and people can put their band photos in it because they're copyright, you know what I mean? I could still sell the guitars.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's what I was going to try and figure out, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think if you're selling the odd one, I don't think anybody notices. If you suddenly, let's say, do a Mickey Mouse piece and you sell thousands, I think that's when they notice. Right.
And some places don't care. Like Elder Scrolls, the game franchise, they don't care if you do their stuff and sell it. They're very open to that. You could even ask them yourself if you're that worried about it.
Yep. Free marketing for them as well, really.
That's the way I figure it. Like if they're not making a ton of merch and people are wanting the merch, I think you should let people make the merch. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We're going to go through a lot of pictures tomorrow as well, guys, with it being the last one. AI-generated ones. You know what Dawn's been doing in KD. So if anyone's got any requests on what they would like to see, that would be interesting.
I would like to see an Ankylosaurus AI-generated.
Ankylosaurus. There we go.
I want you to put it in there so people can see what it looks like.
It'd be interesting to see what it comes up with. But now, any other thoughts on that whilst Dawn's still here? Because I know she's got to go to work as well, guys. Yeah, don't sell Disney because they search for that.
No, Disney come after you. And certain bands will also come after you, so you have to watch that too.
Yeah. Well, that would be difficult to do, Resin Wilderness, without a picture of you. You have to actually put the picture into the AI to see what it does. But yeah,
I'll have to send you a picture of me so you can AI generate me some. I'd like to see it.
Do you know the thumbnail app I use? I had to put like 10 to 12 pictures of me at different angles
to be
able to do it. And the funny thing was, it was a hot day, so I didn't have a shirt on at the time. And I thought it won't matter because it's just my face and my shoulders. And it does matter every time, unless I put in, make sure I'm clothed. it does me topless. And I'm like,
you should have
can't
just
do
left
that."
them topless. You would have got more people clicking on your video, probably. It would have been like,
Doubtful.
oh, naked guy doing resin.
We could do that resin in the buff. What do you think? Just an apron, like
Right,
butlers in the
yeah.
buff. Yeah. I don't know. No, I think there's only so much I would do for
Did
the
you ever
news.
see the video of Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg, and they're like reenacting the scene from Ghost?
I haven't seen that, but I know
it's
Ghost.
really good. You got to
Where they're
look it up.
moulding the
It's probably
clay.
on YouTube.
I'll have to have a look for that. But no, it's been brilliant getting to know you. And obviously make sure everybody watching this back that you go and subscribe. And we've got Janet and Chris on from the Crafty Rat next week. And tomorrow night is the last of my daily lives. So then I can get back on track and get all of you members a month ahead on videos. So, because at the minute I'm only 2 ahead, which is scary. So I'm going to, Lisa sent something over to tell Summer.
Is this the only live that you have other than your giveaway?
Well, I've got my 30 days of giveaways. And then this is normally all I do as a live every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, getting a new channel on, get to know them. Sometimes I do a creation live as well. Oh, Dawn's mentioned that she's going to add you to her shout out list as well to help you grow.
I did put it in her comments, and one of her viewers saw it, and they came over and subscribed already. So I
That's
can't
amazing.
remember who it was, but they left me a nice comment on one of my videos. So
There we go. I did look at your message, Lisa, and I did say it. So you can't tell me off. There you go. You're up to 38 subs now.
ooh,
Growing. So you'll be at that 50 soon and be able to do your own lives.
that'll be cool.
Cool. But no, thank you everyone for being here. Been lovely meeting you, Summer, as well. We'll keep in touch, I'm sure. And don't forget, this time next year, you need to come back on and we'll see where you are in a year's time.
Okay, if I'm still alive.
From next year, that's the plan. Is we're going to do, well, we shouldn't joke about that. There might be some that aren't around in a year. But
I don't know. I've already had one death scare. So
oh dear. But no, everybody that's been on the show, in a year's time, we're going to get them back on the show and see where they are. So that's going to be fun. You're welcome, Mad Professor. Hopefully you got some quiet time.
I was really excited for like a whole week about this. And he said, you don't even get excited for vacations and you're excited about this interview. I was like, I don't know why. I just am. I don't know.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. And again, anybody, if you want to come on, and Claire, I know I've not responded to your email. I'll get to that tomorrow, I promise, with dates. But anybody that wants to come on, all you need to do is send me an email to that email address that was shared earlier on, and we'll get you on and we'll share your channel. Hopefully it will help you grow. That's the whole point of these, because I enjoy watching and helping other channels grow. It makes me smile, and hopefully we'll all grow together by doing
Well,
it.
I enjoyed talking to you. You're fun to talk to. So.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And it's not scary. Tell people it's not scary.
It's not scary.
I don't put my serious interview head on.
I think the AI gives you more head wrinkles, and that makes you look more scary.
Yeah, it's like this. It frowns.
I don't see the wrinkles now. I see it in your little AI photos. But
yeah, they are there. But
Yeah.
it's like when I do this. There we go. They're there. But yeah, it is what it is. But no, Dawn's coming on the 16th of September as well. So we'll all get to meet Dawn as well. But yeah, we're only booked up at the minute until mid-September, guys. So only about a month ahead on the live. So if you want to come on a live and you didn't want to wait 3 months because we got a load of bookings all at once, then send me an email, custom carving and epoxy UK at outlook.com, which is quite a long one, I know. But send me an email and we'll get you set up on a live and get you on as well. I haven't got childlike hands, Lula. They're very normal hands. But there we go. Lula's just insulting me now, but never mind.
I have giant hands. Like my hands are almost as big as my husband's hands, and his are massive. So,
I know I've got quite feminine hands, I've been told. So
I'm built like my dad, and I look like my mom. So
Lula means the AI hands I've got. Then that's okay.
Oh.
She wasn't
I don't pay
actually
attention to
insulting
the
me.
hands.
But no, it's been brilliant seeing you all. And Lula's now calling me a Muppet, which I know she means affectionately. So it's been brilliant meeting you, Summer. I'm sure we'll have you on again next year, and I'm sure we'll chat in chat on the next lives. But no, that's been brilliant. And make sure you subscribe to both channels. See you tomorrow, hopefully, for the last 30 day of giveaway lives. And see you all next week. Bye-bye.